The queue started forming well before Kabul's polling stations opened. Despite the Taliban threats to target this election, people wanted to vote. In Afghanistan's 5,000-year history, this election marks the first democratic transfer of power, and people here have been eager to seize the chance.
We don't care about the threat from the Taliban. You can see everyone is coming here. So, and for me, like I don't have any kind of threat from any Taliban, or I don't afraid of other things.
12 million people were eligible to vote, but in parts of the country where the Taliban held sway, polling stations remained closed. This is the scene being repeated at voting stations across the country. People queue up after going through the security check. They dip their finger in indelible ink to stop them voting twice. They'll pick up their ballot papers, go into the privacy of the booth to cast their votes, and then cast their ballots in the boxes here. The blue one is for the presidential election. The green one is for the provincial elections that are also happening. The presidential election vote's easy. There are just 8 candidates. But the provincial elections, they get 6 pages each like this. There are 400 candidates just in Kabul. Each person voting has to choose one of those candidates, so it's not a quick process. President Hamid Karzai was one of the first to vote. This election brings to an end his 12 years of rule since the Taliban was forced out of power in 2001.
I cast my vote today as a citizen of this country, and I'm so glad and proud that I have voted today. I'm certain that today's event and our people's participation will take Afghanistan towards stability and better lives for the people.
There are 8 candidates for president. Abdullah is one of the 3 front-runners. Zalmay Rasool another, along with Ashraf Ghani.
It's a proud day for this proud nation. We've proven that we are a people of the ballot, not of the bullets. The Afghan public appreciates democracy, believes in it, and is willing to make it work. The Constitution is worked, and this is a day of celebration.
Kabul was locked down as part of an unprecedented nationwide security operation that mobilized 400,000 security personnel. That helped bring the number of attacks below the daily average in Afghanistan, according to security sources. Ballot counting started as polls closed. Already there are allegations of fraud being made that will test the independence of the Election Commission.
I am not very confident that the complaints would be handled fairly, because we don't know how the Elections Commission and the Complaints Commission will act. During the past experiences that we have had with the 2 commissions have not been desirable, and this time around it remains to be seen whether they will act sincerely or they will act in favor of one of the candidates.
The Commission isn't expected to announce preliminary results for 4 to 5 days. This was never expected to be a poll free of fraud, but exactly how much there is will determine whether Afghans accept the Commission's final decision on the winner. Bernard Smith, Al Jazeera, Kabul.